I'm going to show you how to transfer your personal vehicle into your business name. Basically, what that means is it's going to be taking the personal liability of the debt off the personal side, and we're going to put it on the business side. So that way, it's going to hide some of that debt, and it's going to be beneficial when, if you're trying to buy a home or if you're trying to get the maximum amount of funding. You don't want to see all this debt on your actual personal side of your credit. So boosting your score by removing this debt is going to be a good thing when we're trying to get this funding for your business. Okay. So, these steps, it does require, doing this, it does take a few steps, but they actually are pretty simple. Now, the steps do vary based off your actual location and your financial institution's jurisdiction, but this is going to be a general guide to help you understand the process. All right. Number one, you got to be able to determine your business's eligibility, right? So you want to make sure that your business is make sure that your business is an LLC or it is a corporation. All right. Now, if you're not sure, check with your local business registration authority, or you can consult with a legal professional to ensure the compliance with your local regulations. All right. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be able to establish your business credit. If you don't have business credit yet, it's going to be essential to start. But good thing about it is this whole lesson is going to be talking about how to get business credit. We're going to talk about how you're going to open up a business bank account, which a business bank account is what you're going to need. And you're also going to want to make sure that you use that business bank account, make your payments on time to maintain a positive credit history so that you can, strengthen your business credit, right? Next thing that you're going to want to do is you want to examine your tax implications, right? It's when you transfer your vehicle, it may have a business tax implication, such as the depreciation, the deductions, or the changes in the personal versus your business use, right? So with that, go ahead and consult with a tax professional or an accountant to understand the impact of transferring your vehicle onto your tax obligations. All right. So we're going to go ahead and review your personal credit obligations, right? So if you have an outstanding loan or a lease agreement for that vehicle, make sure you review the terms and conditions to check if transferring the vehicle to your business is even allowed. Some lenders may require that you pay off the loan or seek their approval before making the transfer, right? So with that, go ahead and consult with your financial institution, contact your bank or the financial institution that holds the title or the lien to your vehicle, and inquire about their requirements and procedures for transferring the ownership from the personal credit to the business credit. They're going to pretty much tell you all the necessary steps. It may include, completing a specific forms or just providing specific documentation. All right. It's not that bad. All right. Next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to update your registration and your insurance. Once you have obtained approval from your financial institution to update the vehicle, you're going to update the registration to affect the new owner, which is going to be your new business name, right? After that, go ahead and notify your insurance provider about the change in the ownership and update your policy accordingly to ensure that you do have the proper coverage, all right? Make sure that you maintain proper record keeping. Make sure that you keep detailed records of the transfer process, including documents related to the transfer, the loan agreements, registration, insurance, or any tax implications, right? Now, it's going to be important for any future reference, if you got an audit or any kind of compliance requirements. So just make sure that you hold on to all that stuff because you don't want nothing to come back and, hit you later. All right. So again, let's just go over some of the benefits, right? We're trying to get this funding. You don't want to have all this debt that's showing on your credit. So say, for instance, because a lot of times you're going to be starting off as a personal guarantor. If you have a $500 car note and you're trying to get a business loan for $100,000, but you already have a mortgage, they may say, oh, well, you know what? You got too much debt on your personal side. We cannot go ahead and get you this loan, right? However, if you got a little bit of business credit, right, which is what we're going to be teaching you, now you can actually take that vehicle, that $500 car note, transfer it to the business side. Now, once it's on the business side, it's no longer going to affect your personal side. One, you're going to see your personal credit score go up because now that obligation is no longer there. And then, like I said, it's just a good thing, right? Same thing when we're talking about, credit card utilization, right? You can take credit cards that are on your personal side and transfer those over to your business credit cards. On the business side, there's no such thing as a credit card utilization. So, as you max out a credit card on your personal side, that's 30% of your credit score. Your credit score can drop by 165 points. 165 points, that's quite a bit, right? So it's right there next to having a late payment. Late payment is 35%. So that's the benefits of taking everything off your personal side, putting it on the business side. You can do it for other things too, but just for this specific lesson, we're going to just talk about the car, but some people take their homes and they transfer that, but that's going to be a much more of a difficult process. So, I did want to go ahead and cover this because this is something that can definitely increase your funding heights. If you're maxed out at getting $50,000 for funding because you're only making $5,000 a month, and it's because you got $1,000 car note. Now let's go ahead and get rid of that $1,000 car note. So now you can go ahead and get that $200,000 business loan or the line of credit. Now we can go ahead and make some more money in our business, and then let's go ahead and get that return on investment.